Parents make sure their children are protected from harm, but it might just be parents who are tracking in certain chemicals or allergens into their own home. Claudia Solis-Alcala has some useful tips on how to reduce your family's exposure, and it starts by taking off your shoes.
Some families have rules which require everyone to remove their shoes when entering the house. It could be for cultural reasons or fears that shoes pick up toxins. Fresno mom Ofelia Gonzalez is especially aware of what can be tracked into her home because of her 10-month-old son, Liam.
But since he's on the floor all the time, we got to make sure that the floor is always clean. He's so curious right now, it's just about everything going in the mouth. So, but we just kind of roll with the punches and try to make sure that he's safe and, playful but safe.
It's not just dirt and dust that can make its way into your home. Think about where you walk and where your shoes have been. Herbicides and pesticides from the lawn, lead dust from paint on the house, animal hair and feces from the pets, and gas or motor oil from the driveway could come in on your heels. Such contaminants can possibly exacerbate allergies, asthma, and chemical sensitivities.
The airways are very small. If you look at the base of your small finger, that's the size of your airway. For an adult, that's a pretty large space. But if you look at the little kids, that's very small, and slight swelling that can be very serious in closing down.
A couple of simple ways to help keep little Liam safe: use a doormat and take off your shoes at the door.
I think a doormat is always good so you're not, filling your house full of dirt. At the same point, in a lot of societies, taking the shoes off so you're not tracking a bunch of stuff around is very common. It's not that common here. But yes, the less dirt and junk you bring in your house, who knows if you've walked over something that contains chemicals or other stuff that you could bring into your house. Is it something that is really a high risk? No. But if you add up little things here and there, each thing may actually help.
Ofelia says her family sticks to a routine.
We're adding in all the time, so we try to, when we come in, we wipe our feet on the mat that we have outside, take our shoes off right here in the square area, only because that's wood and it's easier to, get the dust out of that area as opposed to the carpet. So we try not to walk on the carpet with the shoes that we use outside. Pretty much walk to the closet, leave our shoes in there.
Dr. Eberling also warns shoes aren't the only vehicle for outside contaminants.
Your perennial allergens, such as the cockroach, the dust mite, the cat, and the dog, those are predominantly in the house, brought there by the living things that are in the house.
If you or your child has allergies, it's also a good idea to close down the house, especially during allergy season here in the valley.
If you got the windows wide open, then the pollen can come in and recirculate through your house. If you have pollen allergies, that will cause you problems. So we say to people, make your house the safe zone.
Also, consider your flooring. Carpeting can serve as a sponge for noxious vapors, dust, and chemicals.
You can be the cleanest person in the world and still you're going to have allergens and dust. But what I do definitely is I have to sweep every day, mop every day. In here I vacuum.
Hardwood flooring doesn't hold on to much. So your vacuuming, your dusting, your sweeping gets a lot more of it up with a damp cloth and so forth. Yes, carpet can hold on to a lot more stuff. If I have a person who's mite allergic, I tell them when the carpet wears out, put in hardwood.
While a clean house is important to keep your baby safe and healthy, it's still okay to get a little dirty.
We're seeing an increase in the number of kids with asthma and allergic rhinitis. These are partly related to exposure, but what we have also found out is too clean of an environment.
I mean, of course, I know my baby has to be clean, and he is clean. Don't get me wrong. I bathe him every day. But at the same time, I think it's important for him to build and strengthen his immune system. So if I'm very picky about, oh, no, don't touch that. Oh, no, I don't want to make him weak as far as that goes. So I really want him to be exposed to as much as he can.
I'm Claudia Solis-Alcala for 0 to 5 in 30 minutes.
Thanks, Claudia. And for more tips on how to reduce the allergens you might track into your home, visit the 0 to 5 in 30 minutes website at valleypbs.org.
This program funded in part by First 5 Fresno County. At First 5, we focus on the first 5 years of life. We fund programs and services that better the lives of children in Fresno County.
Additional funding from First 5 Tulare County, changing lives and building futures. Because it's all about the kids.